Well, hello again and welcome to summer camp. Let me show you how I'm going to be doing a lot of the lessons. I'm going to be doing a lot of the lessons by writing out how to do it down here. So here I am up here. Let me see if I can. Hi. Okay. Anyway, that's how I'm going to do that. But anyway, I want to talk. Okay, one of the topics I want to talk about in math is something that a lot of people just like, they're like crunch up. They're like, it's like this. Let me see if I can find my guy. When they hear these words, they're like, ugh. When you hear the word GCF, greatest common factor, is this your reaction? Yeah, that was mine too. Growing up, I hated that. GCF, LCM, LCD, ABC, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to turn that into that, okay? We're going to get a hold of how to find what they call the greatest common factor, because this actually is very useful. But let's just think of it differently. Let's try to reframe it, okay? So here's typically how it's introduced. The greatest common factor, boys and girls, is the largest common factor of two numbers. Factors are all of the numbers that divide into a given number equally. The greatest common factor can be found by comparing all the factors of two numbers or by finding the prime factorization of two numbers. Wah, 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 wah. Am I right? Okay, well, let's just look at it differently. The greatest common factor, okay? I don't even like to use the acronym GCF, although math people, they use it all the time in textbooks. But let's just break this down. Greatest, okay? Greatest means biggest. Common means the same. A factor is a number that goes into a number. A number that goes into both. So what we're looking for is the biggest same number that goes into both numbers. Oops, there we go. Okay, now, here's the way you want to do this, okay? Let's look at two numbers like 12 and 8, okay? Now, I'm going to look at the factors of 12. And I'm going to do that by making the rainbow. Okay, so the factors of 12 are 1 and 12, because you know why it's a rainbow. Because 1 times 12 is 12. Okay, is 12 divisible by 2? Yes, it is. 2 times 6 is 12. Is 12 divisible by 3? Yes, it is. 3 times 4 is 12. So far we have 1 and 12. We have 2 times 6 is 12. We have, let me get another number, color here. We have 3 times 4 is 12. And those are the only numbers that are factors of 12. Because once I go past 1, 2, 3, I'm back to 4, and then I'd be at 4, 6, 12. So the factors of 12 are this. Okay, now let's think about the factors of 8. Okay, again, I'm going to do the rainbow. So the factors of 8, I know, are 1 times 8. Okay, there we go. That's one arc to the rainbow. We also know 8 is divisible by 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So there's another arc to our rainbow. 2 times 4. Now, is 8 divisible by 3? No. And then we're back to 4. So these are the factors of 8. Now, I'm going to write that down. So the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. The factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. Okay, so we found numbers that go into both numbers. Okay, we found the factors. Now we're looking for the biggest same number. So the biggest same number, do they both share a 12? No. Do they both share a 6? No. Do they both share a 4? Yes. Do they both share an 8? No. So the biggest number that goes into both of them is 4. So 8 and 12 are both divisible by 4. So the greatest common factor, which again is the biggest same number that goes into both numbers, the greatest common factor is 4. So our answer would be 4. Goes into both of those. And it's the biggest number that goes into both of those. Okay, let's do a couple more. How about, let's say, 32 and 26. Okay, I'm going to do the rainbow method for 32. So I know we've got 1 and 32 because, there we go, because obviously 1 times 32 is 32. We've got, is 32 divisible by 2? Yes, it is, because 32 is even. So 32 divided by 2, 2 times 1 is 2. You get 1 left over, bring down the 2. 2 times 6 is 12. And you have 0 remainder, and it's 16. So 2 times 16 is 32. Okay, there are 2 more factors of 32. Is 32 divisible by 3? Well, let me show you. Here's a divisibility rule for 3. If you add the digits of the number, so we've got 32. If you add 3 plus 2, you get 5. If you add the digits in the number, and you get 5 in this case, 5 is not divisible by 3. That means 32 is not divisible by 3. So 30, you get 5, not divisible by 3. Okay? So it's not divisible by 3. Is it divisible by 4? It is. 4 times 8 is 32. So there's another arc. 4 times 8. So let's see. So far I've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go through these. So we've done 1, we've done 2. It's not divisible by 3. We've done 4. Is 32 divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. So it's not divisible by 5. Is it divisible by 6? No. And here's where it's really helpful to know your multiplication tables. We know that 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 5 is 30. Anyway, 32 is not divisible by 6, so that's a no. Is it divisible by 7? No. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 4 is 28, so nope, not divisible by 7. And then we're up to 8, and notice we already have 8 on our rainbow, so we can stop here. So the factors of 32 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Okay, now let's look at the factors of 26. So here we go. For 26, we've got 1 and 26. In fact, you know what you could do? You could hit pause and see if you can figure out the factors of 26, and then hit continue, hit play, and see if you got it right. Okay, give that a shot. Okay, welcome back. Let me continue on with this, and we'll see how you do. All right, so we've got 1 and 26. That's one arc to our rainbow. I know 26 is divisible by 2 because it's even. So 26 divided by 2, 2 times 2 is, 2 times 1 is 2. Subtract, you get 0. Bring down the 6. 2 times what goes into 6? 2 times 3. So we know that 2 times 13 is 26. So there's another arc to our rainbow. Is 26 divisible by 4? No, because if you think about it, 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. So it's not divisible by 4. 26 is not divisible by 4. So 4 is out. How about 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5, so it's not divisible by 5. Is it divisible by 6? Well, let's see. Let's look at our facts. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. Nope, it's not divisible by 6. Is it divisible by 7? No. Is it divisible by 8? No. Is it divisible by 9? No. Not by 10, not by 11, not by 12, and we're back to 13. So the factors of 26 are 1, 2, 13, and 26. Okay? Now, let's figure out, I'm going to say it, the greatest common factor. Okay, what we're looking for is the biggest number that's a factor of both of them. So let's just see what we've got. What is the biggest factor that goes into both of them? Figure it out. And if you said 2, you are correct. 2. 2 is the biggest number that goes into both of them. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a little preview why this is important. Because when we are reducing fractions, let's say I had a fraction like, so this is just as a little side note. Okay, you don't have to do this in today's stuff, but let me show you why this skill is important. It's important for a lot of reasons, but here's one reason. If I had a fraction, say 32 over 26, and I wanted to reduce the fraction, I know they're both divisible by 2, and that's the biggest number that they're both divisible by. So I'm going to divide top and bottom by 2, and I'm going to get 32 divided by 2 is 16, and I know that because we did that over here. And 26 divided by 2 is 13. So 16 over 13 is this fraction simplified, and this is lowest terms. It doesn't reduce anymore because we saw back here it's not reducible by any other number. So that would be it. Okay, anyway, that's just kind of a preview. That's just a look ahead. Why this skill is important. It's just looking ahead. Okay, now let's do a couple more, and then I'm going to have you try some of these on Delta Math, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, let's look at something like, let's look at something like 36. Have we done 36 yet? Let's do 36 and 18. Okay, the factors of 36 are 1 and 36, 2, and I know it's divisible by 2 because it's even. So 36 divided by 2, 2 times 1 is 2, subtract, you get 1, bring down the 6. Okay, 2 times 8 is 16. So I get a 0 remainder, so it is divisible by 2, and we know it's 18, 2 times 18. By the way, notice I'm doing all of this by hand. I am not a fan of calculators at this point. I would prefer that you do long division and don't even pull out a calculator. Okay, is it divisible by 3? Well, let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. It is, because 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 36 is divisible by 3. So we've got a 3, and let's do 36 divided by 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Subtract, you get 0. Bring down the 6. 3 times 2 is 6. So when I subtract, I get 0 remainder. So yeah, 3 times 12 is 36. Is it divisible by 4? It is, because I know my multiplication tables, 4 times 9 is 36. So we've got 4 times 9. Is it divisible by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 0 or 5. Is it divisible by 6? Yes, because we know 6 times 6 is 36. So I'm going to squeeze that little 6 in there. And I don't have to write it twice, because it's 6 times 6. And then, is it divisible by 7? No. Is it divisible by 8? No. And then we're back to 9. So that's the complete list of factors. Okay, now let's look at 18. We've got 1 and 18. 2 times 9. 3, yes, it's divisible by 3. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 is divisible by 3. Therefore, 18 is divisible by 3. So 3 times what is 18? 3 times 6 is 18. Is it divisible by 4? No, because 4 times 4, if we look at our multiplication tables, 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. There you go. 4 times some number never equals 18. So 18 is not divisible by 4. Is it divisible by 5? No. Is it divisible by 6? Yes, and we already have that on the list. So here are the factors of 18. Now let's look for the biggest same number that goes into both numbers. Let's see. We've got 36 doesn't go into both, but check it out. 18 is a factor of both of those. So here our answer would be 18. That would be our greatest common factor, is actually one of the numbers itself. And that can happen. Okay, I'm going to have you try some delta math problems, but I want to show you what it looks like first before I set you loose on this. Here we go. Here we go. Ready for the roller coaster? Woo, there we go. Okay, I've already started doing a few of these. That's why it says current time 3 minutes. I'm going to do a new problem, and we'll just restart it. And I'm going to hit start. Okay. The greatest common factor of 28 and 9. Okay, now I want you to ignore that the time is running, okay? I just want you to get the right answer. I'm going to change this from 100 seconds to like 1,000,000 seconds because I really wish this exercise wasn't timed because I don't want you to hurry, okay? So the greatest common factor of 28 and 9. Okay, let's take a look at what that would be. The greatest common factor of 28 and 9 is... Okay, 28 is 1 and 28, 2 and 14. It's not divisible by 3. It is divisible by 4. 4 times 7 is 28. Not 5, not 6, and then we're back to 7. So those are the factors of 28. Now the factors of 9 are 1 times 9, not 2, 3 for sure, 3 times 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. Okay, so it's just 1, 3, and 9. So our greatest common factor, do they share a 28? No. A 14, a 7, a 9. Wow, the greatest common factor here is 1. The only number that they both share is 1. So let's just go back to here, and I'm going to hit 1, and that tells me that I got it correct because it gave me a new problem. Okay, 18 and 40. Okay, say I've already worked this out, and I see that the greatest common factor is 2. Okay, so that is right. And let's just say that I got one wrong. Let's just say I said the greatest common factor of 46 and 21 is 2. Okay, look what happened. The time stopped, the timer stopped. My answer in pinkish reddish is incorrect. The greatest common factor is 1. The correct answer they'll show you in green. Okay? So, and then they show you how to work it out. They show you why it is like it is. And then when you're ready, start again. Greatest common factor of 12 and 10, it's going to be 2. Greatest common factor of 24 and 9, let's just say I got it wrong and I put 6. Okay, there again. It shows me my wrong answer and it shows me my correct answer. And then down here it shows you just a little clip of why the greatest common factor is 3. Okay, but like I said, I don't want you to hurry through these. I want you to work them out on pencil and paper. Okay, don't worry about the timer. I'm going to have you do, I don't know, let's say 12 of these. Let's do 12 of these, and that'll be great. Okay, so, how can I end this up? And that hardly shows up, but that's a smiley face. Oh, here. This will work. That's better. Okay, thanks, guys, and I hope we have turned this into a little more of that, or maybe at least some of that. Okay, Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.